Welcome back. Willie Phillips, Ted Trabue, Sandra Matava. I always get it wrong. Can I just say
Good
Sandra?
try. Yes, you can,
With
Denise.
the Public Service Commission, yes, and Dr. Teresa Lawrence. Welcome all of you all to the show. I mean, we're coming through COVID-19, and sometimes I'm sure folks are sitting at home thinking, how am I going to get through this? And that video, I mean, is so comforting to know that there's a team of folks in the District of Columbia that are going to help people. Not only through just the day to day as it relates to getting utility bills paid and other things going on, but also those bandits out there that are trying to take advantage of us. And we never know it until we actually click on the wrong thing or say the wrong thing on the telephone or whatever that, or return the wrong envelope, whatever it might be. So I'm going to start. Who do I start with? Sandra, is it you or Willie? Okay, Willie. Thank you.
I
Tell.
believe it was Chairman Phil more than we start.
Go ahead, Mr. Phillips.
But
Can we hear you?
I
Okay.
can hear you. Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you
All
for
right.
having us.
Sure. So, I mean, you all, tell us about, now you're with the, you're chair of the Public Service Commission?
That's right.
And what is this initiative? What is this Here to Help DC all about?
Well, Here to Help DC is a coalition of district agencies that came together, really focused on helping consumers, businesses, as well as residents in the district in the wake of COVID-19. Under the leadership of the mayor and the council, they initiated some moratoriums that impacted utility service. Like you can't have disconnections, you can't have late fees during the COVID-19 pandemic. And so we all got together, we reached out to each other and decided to come together and unite our forces to get the message out on ways that we can help folks save energy, as well as tips on how to save money.
Interesting. And so I know people are worried. I mean, on the one hand, they want the pandemic to end, but when it does, what's going to happen with all the money that they thought that they didn't have to pay? Will their utilities get cut off? Will they be thrown out of their apartments? Will they lose their homes? How are you all handling that? Ted, you want to talk about that? Okay, I'm getting instructions over here over which way I'm supposed to be going. It's like a puzzle piece, right? All right, so Ms. Madigo-Fry, could you tell us how this is working?
Good. Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. And thank you, Denise, for hosting this forum.
Sure.
The informer, and you've always been at the forefront of utility issues and environmental issues. Again, I'm Sandra Matava-Fry, the People's Council, and OPC is an independent agency of the District of Columbia government. And what we do is, in our sole responsibility, is to advocate and protect DC utility consumers. I am really proud to be part of this initiative because for me, it represents the very best in government. As Chairman Phillips said, we came together as a group and we were able to, put together our various expertise as well as resources to go out and really talk to people and educate them and inform them on what's available, and how they can, navigate through this, unprecedented and challenging pandemic. Not only are there health issues, but there are economic issues. The unemployment rates in all of the wards are much higher than they were last year. And in some wards, they are soaring, ranging from anywhere from 7 to 18%. So this is like a real issue for all of us. And what OPC did specifically, we were, proactive. We reached out to the utility officials early on in March. I believe we sent letters on March 10th. And we also reached out to the council and worked with them in proposing legislation or drafting legislation that was specifically designed to address and ensure that there was uninterrupted service for uninterrupted utility services. We didn't want in the midst of this pandemic, for people to worried that they wouldn't have gas, electric, or telephone service. And I might say that the utilities were receptive and responsive and participated, and the council really took an active role. And I might add that, I am in contact with other jurisdictions, and the legislation passed in the District of Columbia is probably one of the most, aggressive and comprehensive legislation across the country. Some of the things that we've done through the legislation is prohibiting disconnections, uh, instituting reconnections where some customer services were disconnected prior to the pandemic. Also, payment plans, making certain that that payment plans would be enacted, that the companies could not charge or require a lump sum payment. And Denise, you asked, what's going to happen afterwards? Well, that is a real issue. And one of the things, I've been on a number of programs, including yours, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
And what we are, the first thing that I encourage people to do is to pay what you can. You can't always pay everything, but make an effort so that there is a dialogue. When you go back for a payment plan, you can say, well, I have made an earnest effort. I also believe that we know this is not going to go away. So I think that it would be important for us to continue this type of an initiative, even in the form of a task force that would include, various stakeholders, similar to the DC Plug initiative that was enacted years ago, where
Yeah.
you had this kind of public-private partnership that we're going to deal with and address these issues, as you say, once the moratoriums are lifted, once,
Right.
hopefully the pandemic goes away.
So I want to get Ted Trabue and Dr. Teresa Lawrence in here as well. Ted, you're with the DC Sustainable Energy Utility, DCSEU.
Yeah.
And what role are you all playing in this initiative?
Denise, thanks again for having us on this afternoon. Specifically, the DCSEU's role is to help our residential and business customers reduce their energy consumption in their homes or in their businesses. So we have 4 initiatives that we are running currently to help our residents reduce the amount of energy they're using and therefore save on their energy bills. I think Sandra Madden makes a good point about pay what you can, but we want to help you reduce those bills over the long haul. The first initiative is our Solar for All initiative, which installs a solar system on your house free of charge to income qualified residents. These systems can reduce your electric bill by 40 to 60%.
I want to say that I have I know people who've installed the solar units, and they are celebrating the reduced cost in their
We've been
electric
running this
bills.
program in conjunction with Dr. Lawrence and the Department of Energy and Environment since 2012, and we average
Right.
about 100 homes a year. Last year, we started a community solar program so that even if your roof isn't suitable for solar, we can get you credits on your bill for some of the larger systems that we're installing throughout the city. And so last year, we helped over 2,000 residents reduce their energy bills on their homes, even without having to directly put a solar system on their home. That's one thing that we're running. The
Fantastic.
second thing is we're distributing about 1,000 energy kits this year that would have LEDs, light emitting diode, high efficient light bulbs in them, power strips, other efficiency measures for the home. I'll tell you how to get those in a moment. For our
Okay.
small
And
businesses, and we're very concerned about them and how they will reopen as this pandemic winds down. We're doing walkthroughs for our smaller businesses here in the city. We're increasing the amount of rebates that we can offer for energy efficiency measures that would be installed in those businesses because we really want to help them in this recovery as well. Our residents and our businesses have been impacted, so we want to reach all of those constituencies. But you can call us the old-fashioned way on 202-479-2222. We'd be happy to have someone live get on the phone with you, talk about your efficiency needs in your home or your business so that you can reduce your energy consumption and reduce your bill.
Thank you. And Dr. Lawrence, I know that you're with LIHEAP, and a lot of folks have really depended upon LIHEAP over the years. But where you all provide payments, assistance to get some of those partial payments or whatever that Dr. Matterbo Fry talked about. So how can people depend on you, rely on you?
Yes, that's exactly right. Very pleased to be here today with the Department of Energy and Environment. And LIHEAP has been one of our flagship programs for many decades. And that's the program wherein folks can come to us. And of course, now in a remote setting, they can call 311 or they can go online and submit an online application. Or just call us, like Ted was saying, just call us and then we'll put them in touch with the relevant program managers. But but one of the highlights, LIHEAP offers between $250 and $1,800 as part of the regular benefit payment each year, but as part of the regular emergency payment, which we give when folks have been disconnected from utility service. And as everyone has said, disconnections are not allowed at this time. Usually you have to show proof of disconnection to get a benefit of up to $600. But as part of the response to the COVID pandemic and the public health emergency, all you need to do now is show that you have an arrearage that exceeds $250, since we know there are no disconnections happening, and you can qualify that way for the emergency benefit payment of up to $600, whatever will be required to satisfy that arrearage.
All of this is great news. And as Sandra, as you said in the beginning, I mean, that's what makes me a proud Washingtonian, because we always seem to be on the leading edge of what is right for consumers, particularly thanks to you all's leadership. We've kind of run out of time here, but are there any closing remarks that one of you would like to make?
If I could just say, there are resources that are available to consumers. We all echo what everyone says. The cheapest megawatt is the one you don't use. So conservation is the key. And also we have two resources: Fight Utility Scams, as well as dcpowerconnect.com, that you can go to, and that can help you both protect yourself and find a way to save money.
Wonderful. I want to thank. Oh, go ahead.
Denise?
Go ahead. Yes.
I didn't get a chance to talk about our new division, our DC Water Division, and maybe one day we can have I can come on and share what we're doing there. But I do encourage our consumers to contact the office at 202-727-3071, and including issues related to water.
Wonderful. We talked a little bit about it before, but I don't think we can talk enough about it. So I look forward to having you back on now that utility within itself is almost doubled or tripled is one of those bills that we have to pay. So that would be a great conversation. I look forward to bringing you back on to talk about that. And the rest of you all, as we go through this pandemic, I know that there are going to be issues that will arise. We'll be getting questions from some of our viewers, and we want to be able to reach out and make sure that we can be the link to help them to live comfortably as we go through this. So thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you. And thank you, Chairman Phillips, for your leadership on this.
Thank you, everybody.
All righty.
Yes, thank you.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
You know, we talk a lot about the serious stuff, but we also have to talk. Oh, Ted, you're back.